like another L. Designer on me, this they new shit.
Today on EA Sports, it's week 2 of the NFL on EA Sports. Patriots taking on the Tampa Bay Buccaneers.
We are pleased as always to be bringing you coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Tampa Bay Buccaneers and the New England Patriots. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, we look at this Patriots team entering play. They come in off a loss in the opener last week. That one was on the road. Now they get their first taste here of home cooking.
And what they're hoping to do is feed off the energy of the home crowd. Great tailgate, great fan support. Let's see if they can put it to good use.
On the other side of the field for the visiting Bucs, they come off a good win in the opener on the road, and they get a second road game here.
Yeah, the schedule makers didn't really do them any favors, but if they can win here and get to 2-0 on the road, they can be well set up for the rest of the year.
The first game's out of the way. Time to buckle down for the long season ahead, and we're off in week 2. Takes this about 5 yards deep, and they will elect to not bring this one out as our first drive will begin at the 25. So here come the Patriots to take over on offense. And a glance at the tall signal caller, standing 6'6".
I love this quote during the week. If I were a defensive back, I would have wanted to play against me last week as well. He's trying to eliminate those turnovers, those interceptions, and get back on the positive side of the ledger throwing touchdown passes.
Yeah, had 4 of those picks, led to the loss. Throwing on first down. Walker. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down. Even though he's a 4th rounder, I think he might have a chance to play and prove that, hey, I could have been taken higher in that draft.
And we've seen so many times now, guys who go lower in the draft, undrafted free agents that become big-time players, Pro Bowl players. So you never know. Fourth-round pick has a chance to be a really good player.
They added a lot of talent to a roster that really needed an infusion of youth. They got a very good infusion of youth.
And they didn't really reach to get anyone as well. They stuck to their draft philosophy, got the best players they could at the time they were drafting, and inserted them into their lineup.
And this opening drive not going to plan. This is now 3rd and 13. Operating from the gun. Walker. And down he goes. A Buccaneer sack. Kenneth Murray coming in to drop him for a loss of 8. And it also brings up 4th.
It always helps for a visiting team to come in and set the tone on defense. In fact, when we talked with them prior to the game, they said they wanted this home crowd to feel like they had to hide their valuables when they come to town.
Well, the home crowd quiet now early. See if their offense can take over and get some points on the board.
At the Patriots' 40-yard line.
Play action. Gregory. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. So 2nd down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40.
40-yard line.
Throw left side complete. That's May. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. That one covers 29 yards. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. An 11-yard touchdown. And the Bucs have taken a first-quarter lead.
After review of the play, the ruling
They had to go to the monitor, get an extra look. That's what the technology is for. And this touchdown will count. The extra point attempt to come here. And that one gives the Bucs a 7-0 lead. Scoring summary, 3-play drive. And it's all finished off with a touchdown by Tampa Bay. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Taken in the end zone. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard.
So back onto the field come the Pats for their 2nd drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Pass incomplete to Sutton. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. They went 3 and out on their first drive. Things already looking better here. 1st and 10. Out of the gun, Eckler running it. Weaving through traffic, and now he's free. Past the 20. And all the way in. Touchdown, New England. Austin Eckler, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Patriots are within an extra point of tying this one up.
Well, earlier in the week when they had their scouting report meeting, this was the explosiveness that they talked about trying to contain. They were concerned about it all week, yet he still did it to them. Wonder how that's going to carry over the rest of the game.
Extra point forthcoming. It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we're tied 7-7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Taking it about the 1.
The Bucs take over 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
Tampa Bay, they're getting ready to set up shop here for their second drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline. Because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
That play going for 16 yards to start the drive. First down. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Another first down as they call his number again. He's got 15 yards here. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's May. And he's got this way down inside of New England's 10-yard line. It's a big play there for the Buccaneers. 47 yards. From the gun, Gregory eluding the pressure right. And he hauls it in for the Buccaneer touchdown.
To number 89.
A 5-yard touchdown. And the Bucs have taken the lead. Now the try here for the extra point. It's up and good, and it's 14-7 now here in the first quarter. A drive there of just 4 plays. And it ends with a touchdown for the Bucs. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25.
25-yard line.
Out comes the New England offense to see what they can do this time. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
A gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and...
On 2nd and 9. Walker, he'll get this to Eckler. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
Looking to throw. Walker, nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And it's picked up by the Buccaneers. And they will take over at the 29-yard line. A little careless with the football, and he also had a fumble loss last week, didn't he?
He certainly did, and when I'm watching him play, the one thing that comes to mind is always remember, traffic, turbulence, people around you, 2 hands.
And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown.
89. Touchdown, Tampa Bay.
They scored the most points of anyone on opening weekend, and now first quarter touchdown here.
And while there's no guarantee that all the points they scored in opening weekend are going to hold up and be the average all year long, they're certainly starting to set that type of a pace. And what you do with that is you put in the heads of all of your opponents, we've got to really be ready on defense because these guys know how to put the ball in the end zone.
You think they can keep piling on the points like this?
I think they can if they're prepared to adjust and adapt because they won't see the same defenses week in and week out.
New England trying to get a place on offense. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
We always hear about empty possessions, but some are worse than others. You can have an empty possession, pump the ball away, get yourself set to play defense, but when you turn it over, it changes momentum, and when they take it downfield and punch it in on you, that's a bad possession all the way around.
Yeah, but you're hungry to get back out there, aren't you?
You better be, because otherwise, it's going to be a long day for you.
They lost 4 there, and it's 3rd down. Operating from the gun, Walker. And it's hauled in by Austin Hooper. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. 14 yards is the pickup there, but it'll still lead to a 4th down. That right there, career catch number 541, and that's significant because it ties him with Hall of Famer Kellen Winslow, who also obviously played the tight end position.
Yeah, and helped revolutionize it when he was in San Diego. But how about what we're seeing right here? You talk about 540.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And the ledger for them so far looks pretty good, doesn't it?
It certainly does. Touchdown, touchdown, touchdown. Not sure it can be much better than that. They've got to feel very good about the groove that they're in at this stage of the game.
And he takes it all the way down to the 32. A big play that time for Tampa Bay. 41 yards. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers.
Touchdown, Tampa Bay.
Now, first quarter, and this lead is already getting into dangerous territory. They better be careful on the other sideline.
Yeah, it feels a little bit more like a basketball game where one team is pressing and that team can't get the ball over half court. I mean, it's stealing it and scoring it, layups, the whole deal. That's what it feels like right now. They are all over him.
Takes this about 5 yards deep, and he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line. The Patriots gearing up to go now. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
Second and 10 at the 25-yard line.
Throwing on second down. Walker. Oh, the Buccaneer pressure too much. Down he goes. And that is the third sack this offensive line has allowed this first quarter.
Yeah, that puts him on pace. Let me do the rudimentary math here. To be sacked 12 times in a game. I know he's not going to go for that. I wonder if he's going to reshape what they decide to do on offense in terms of play calling.
Well, I can tell you what, when he popped up, shaking his head, frustrated right now behind center.
Sometimes it's just not your day. There's another failure right there on third down.
First kick, 47. This one looks good as well. Let's take it at around the 40. 21 yards. Well done on the return. And the Buccaneer offense will be set up well as they take over. Play fake. Gregory. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown.
Touchdown.
Okay, we need to double check here with Marvin because he keeps all of our good stats. But what I've got is 5 drives, 5 touchdowns, and they've got a nice, healthy lead.
Well, after the first drive, we thought things might be clicking. They're really clicking at this point. They're clicking about as much as they can click.
And right
I just said click a lot.
Yes, you did, but that's okay because the guy who's coordinating the defense, trying to slow them down,
good luck.
He's going to have hair that looks like mine very soon. Not much of it.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Pats at the line ready to go. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut him. All right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But, hey, listen, there's got to be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game.
35. Patriots 7.
Running on first down, Eckler. And unable to get downhill there as he'll take this up to about the 37.
He's brought down.
Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
They'll run out of the gun with Eckler. And he's going to be stopped up quickly here. Just a yard up to the 39. New England on third down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 8. From the gun, Walker. Comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They've looked lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
This is taken at the 18. 8 yards on the return following a punt of 41. And the Bucs will get ready to go on offense. Now out comes their leader and the captain of this offense back onto the field. They've got the lead. He's a big reason why. Looking sharp so far.
And as we travel around the league, we see quarterbacks get it done in a variety of ways. But today's NFL does tell us one thing. If that guy doesn't play well, their team's not going to win. And right now he's got his team in the lead.
And now they'll look to extend that lead. And this is going to be a Bucs first down as he's got this up to the 40-yard line. 12 yards there and a first down. And they see right through that defensively as he'll be hit and taken down to the backfield. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up second and 11. Well, there's that man again. It's complete. And he gets this deep into Patriot territory.
Number 89.
It's a big play there for the Buccaneers. 45 yards. And that's going to be incomplete.
Yes, sir. How about an attaboy there on first down? Got his hand in and knocked it away.
It's now second.
Off play action. Gregory. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Tampa Bay.
Number 89.
From 17 yards out. And this Buccaneer offense is running away with this one.
The kicker on for the extra point.
They had to go to the monitor, get an extra look. That's what the technology is for. And this touchdown will count.
Buccaneers
Point after, right down the middle. And the route is on here in this first half. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
There again is the running back as he trots onto the field. He's been good. They've utilized him well, but they're losing here in the second quarter. What might they change offensively?
I think that what you try and do is expand how you get the ball to him a little bit. Get him out in open space, maybe swing the ball to him. What's that they used to call it in the West Coast offense, the long handoff?
Yeah.
Serve as your running play that way, as well as continue to feed him the football. Some of these runs now may pop bigger later in the game because of the effects of running it. Sometimes people after a while, they don't want to tackle him anymore. Or they get tired, or they get out of position, or he runs through tackles. Continue to feed him the ball. He's having that kind of game.
Yeah, might they get him the ball in some space in some different ways here. So from Buccaneer territory now, it's 1st and 10, right at the 40. We've seen him break off a big run already in this game, and for a second, that would look like it might be another.
Yeah, I think that any defense would say, look, we can't let him get to the second level because sometimes he'll break off the big run on his own, but oftentimes you get additional blocking at the second level, which gets you deeper into the secondary.
At the Buccaneers' 36-yard line.
From the 36, Walker firing quickly here, and that's complete. The way in, touchdown, New England. So that's the rookie's first trip to the end zone, and I think it's safe to say one he'll always remember.
Oh, without a doubt. That one is going to be imprinted forever. And nowadays, we're seeing rookies make a greater impact at that position at receiver than ever before. I think mainly because of the sheer volume of footballs that they catch in college.
A try here for the extra point. And that'll cut the lead down to 28. So that drive, 4 plays. And it's finished off by a Pats touchdown. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Fielded just outside the goal line. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line.
23-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They are just putting things together so well here, drive after drive. They really have captured the momentum, haven't they?
They've taken momentum and pretty much not just give them a jersey, but a seat on the bench as well. Whatever do you need, you've got it. because the way they're stringing things together and creating that distance between them and their opponent is really hard to narrow that gap. And the other part is they're taking their spirit away from them, too.
Yeah, now they're just looking to add to that total. Give them 14 on that one and a first down. Off the play fake. Gregory. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down. So in the second quarter, he's already up over 100 yards receiving now.
And isn't 100 the magic number for a really good game for a receiver? So he got a chance to really shatter that and have a profound effect on this game.
And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. An excellent pickup of 34 yards.
I'm seeing a lot of hands on hips in that secondary, and I suspect a lot of mumbling under their breath as well, because this defense has had no answer for the passing game here in the first half.
So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. Off play action. Gregory. And he pulls it in for a Buccaneer touchdown.
To number 89.
A 16-yard touchdown. And the Bucs offense continuing to pour it on. I don't even know what to say anymore. I mean, I've lost track of how many times he's been in the end zone. This is just flat unbelievable.
It doesn't matter whether you have an abacus, a calculator, just old-fashioned pencil and paper trying to total it up. The number is staggering. What a performance. This man knows how to find the end zone and make it count.
And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return. Now Cortland Sutton and the rest of the offense getting ready for their next drive. They've got to be thinking, how can we get him a little bit more involved here? Second quarter, you're down, and really, he's been out of the mix.
I would agree with that, and oftentimes you hear, well, we're just taking what the defense is giving us, but sometimes that's just not good enough. Sometimes you have to take what you want, and that means getting him the football.
Yeah, so far just a single catch in this game. On second and 11 now. Walker, and finding the tight end Hooper. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 11 yards there, first down. So from the 36 now, first and 10. Operating from the gun. Walker, and down he goes, a Buccaneer sack. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. They come up on second and long, and the pass protection just has not been there this afternoon. Another try after the first down sack. Walker throwing the out route incomplete. It's McDonald. The reception good for 7. It's third down. And he finds McDonald. 30, 10, 5. And he gets this down deep into Tampa Bay territory. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Here's Walker. From the gun, he'll throw. And he's got it. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. That'll bring up second and goal after the gain of 5. Trying to punch it in with Eckler. And he's in. Touchdown, Patriots. Austin Eckler with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Pats able to cash in for 6. Now, always a good first half when you can hit pay dirt twice.
And it never hurts to have that good feeling as the game moves on. Just think about halftime. If this is all he gets, he'll just sit there at the half and think, all right, 2 already. I can get some more. I can get some more. And he'll be encouraging his offensive line to create some space.
Now for the point after. Cut the lead down to 28. So this drive spans 7 plays. And it's Austin Eckler who finishes things off with a touchdown run. the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This will be fielded inside the 5.
The Bucs take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Now here's the signal caller getting ready to lead this offense again. He's got to be feeling pretty good, playing well. Team has the lead, so just looking to mount a drive here that ends in the end zone.
And all quarterbacks will tell you, hey, we love a running game, helps us out. But at the end of the day, they want to rely on their arm. Throw the football, feel good about things.
And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers.
Complete to number
A
89.
big play there. His 25th touchdown, tying Emmitt Smith for the 5th most in one season. And this Buccaneer offense, they're running away with this one.
That score that they just gave up there, that's a tough one for their defense to swallow because they've had a tough time through the first 2 quarters. They really were determined to get a stop there, unable to do so. That makes their comeback hopes that much more difficult.
Fielded in the end zone, and this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
Their own 25-yard line.
Here he is, the man taking the snaps under center, heading out for the next possession. And how does he rally the troops, so to speak? He's played well, but they're down big on the scoreboard. How does he get his guys going?
Make sure they
Rush coming, and he's taken down. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. To try again after the sack. Walker, he completes this to Sutton. Now the Patriots will use the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. And this effort will not get it done. He stopped well short of the first down at the 29. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. Taken from just outside the 30. The danger of a punt that good, a 16-yard return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. And Tampa Bay trots out there now. And last time the formula was pretty simple. 1 play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, 1 play drive is exactly what you want on offense. What they have to be careful of is not having a letdown. It was real easy last time. They can't expect that going forward.
And we'll see if it's that easy here. The catch and run pays off to the tune of 35 yards. What a first half this has been offensively. I mean, defensively, what do you do when you're getting torched like this?
No, these receivers are absolutely wearing them out. So 2 thoughts come to mind. 1, get some oxygen. You can fill up your lungs a little bit. And number 2, talk to your guys up front. You need a pass rush to help slow them down.
So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. Off the play fake. Gregory. And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it. And he took the ball off course. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really...
And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. An 18-yard touchdown grab. And this offense continues to pour it on.
They have really had their way so far in the first half, but they wanted to continue to build on their lead. They know that no lead is safe in this league, so they decided to try their best to get 1 more as they headed into the half, and they got it done.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. A look at the running back, the man out of the backfield as he gears up to go again. Now, he's having himself a little bit of a banner game. His team right now, though, losing.
Needs a little bit of help, and I kind of equate it to a basketball game where you have the big score, and sometimes your strategy is Okay, he can go ahead and have all of his points. Let's hold down everyone else, and that's the way you win the game. And right now, he needs everyone else to start scoring, quote-unquote, as he's been.
Yeah, and he's hoping to keep it close so maybe they can keep it on the ground, not start to go through the air as much.
The 25-yard line.
They'll keep it on the ground again here. And not much happening there as he'll get it back to the line of scrimmage and no more. Calling no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a third down. 2 runs for a net gain of nothing. Now here's 3rd and 10. All right, hang on. We'll jump over halftime.
Buccaneers 63.
The Bucs with a lead, and they'll get the football first as the second half is underway. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone, and he will not bring it out. It's a touchback. So here are the Bucs to take over on offense. They've got the lead right now in this ball game, and they got the victory last week against the Rams, so some good momentum as they come up 1st and 10. And a deep ball here, hauled in just past the 50. Now he gets this deep into Patriot territory.
Complete.
A big play that time for Tampa Bay. 58 yards. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Tampa Bay.
Touchdown.
From 17 yards out. And this offense is running away with this one. And that, boys and girls, is an NFL record 6th touchdown reception. The record has stood since 1950. What a game.
How about that? Because so many things have to go right in order for it to happen. Not just him catching the passes, someone delivering it accurately, offensive line giving them time to throw the ball. A true team record, but he stands above it because he was on the receiving end of so many great plays.
And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. So here are the Patriots now. They get ready for their first possession of half number 2. They've got to dig down deep. I mean, they need something right now, really anything to cling on to. This offense has struggled.
Partner, join me in a walk to their locker room at the half, okay? Because I think what we would have seen is an offensive coordinator and his assistant coaches getting together with all their positions, then coming together as a group, going over adjustments, and then the head coach coming in and just screaming, "Wake up.
Yeah.
Let's get moving, guys."
I'm kind of glad we weren't in there at halftime, actually.
You think you might have turned it on us, too?
Yeah, but right now, whatever was said hasn't been working. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. From the gun, Walker. That's into the hands of Eckler. And he will have a Patriots first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. That one good for 13 at a New England first down.
1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
Back to throw. Walker. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Walker on the slant, completes to Sutton. He gets this down deep into Tampa Bay territory. A big play there on the catch and run. 58 yards.
1st and goal at the 6-yard line.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that'll make it 2nd and goal.
At the 7-yard line.
It's Eckler again. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage.
Defense.
And that one was relatively easy to see. I noticed that from up here.
Yeah, it doesn't take a whole lot, does it? Sometimes you get multiples. What I always love on these offsides is when each side points at the other. Hey, you did it. No, you did it. They deciphered that one correctly.
They're able to get a couple here, but won't get across the plane as they stop him right around the 1.
Brings up 3rd and goal.
And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup.
stop.
Defense didn't budge on third down. Now what are we going to see on fourth?
We're soon to find out, but does this feel like old school football or what, right?
Yeah.
This is an old-fashioned goal line stand. I know what I would call on offense. I would go for it. I want some type of a play where my quarterback has a chance to run it or throw it. I don't just want one static play.
Buccaneers 70, Patriots 24.
Kind of surprised by that they kicked the field goal. I guess you get some points, but this deficit third quarter, I don't know.
Yeah, I don't either. Yeah, I'm with you on that one. When you're down that much, kicking a field goal, does it feel a little bit maybe waving the white flag and just want to get out of here? Yeah, I think you got to go ahead and try and get some bigger points on the board.
And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
23-yard line.
Back now comes Tampa Bay. And last time out, another touchdown. And I think there may be some empty seats around here by the time the fourth quarter comes around.
Yeah, I have to agree with you because this one's just about decided. But you know who benefits from it?
Well, he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he gets this deep into Patriot territory. A big play there on the catch and run. 65 yards. And he hauls it in for the Buccaneer touchdown.
Touchdown, Tampa Bay.
A 12-yard touchdown grab as his guys continue to pull it on. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. Pretty clean and simple there. Just two plays. The long pass resulting in the touchdown on play number 2. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
Getting set to go again as we look at the back heading onto the field again. He is hoping to find the end zone for a third time, and we sit now in the third quarter.
And nothing would excite him more, but I think even more so, his offensive line. Anytime you've got a guy scoring that many times, that means you've done a really nice job in front of him.
You're always giving props to the big fellas up front.
It's always a good idea. Those are some massive men.
Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. We'll get a report when we return to Foxborough. There's a ball thrown right side and complete. He's at the 30, 10, and the right end. Touchdown, New England. Marquez Callaway, 73 yards. And the Pats able to eat in just a bit to this sizable deficit. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions, and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
Extra point right down the middle. So they do get one score back, but still a long way to go here in the third quarter. Taking it about the 1.
The Bucs take over 1st and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
Out comes this field general once more, leading his offense back onto the field. And nobody in the stadium feels better than he does right now. Just a slew of touchdown passes. He's been spectacular.
And you and I both know this is a team game, one of the best team games that's out there. But right now, I've forgotten what the scoreboard even says. Just watching what he's doing,
It's been fun.
That's been mesmerizing and a whole lot of fun to watch.
He's hoping to keep it going here in the third quarter. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Play action. Gregory. Throw left side complete. It's May. And all the way down to the 39.
To number 89.
It's a big play there for the Buccaneers. 43 yards. Looking outside, and he's got a man. That's May. And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds. And that one results in 35 yards.
The dynamic duo is doing damage in this one, and they've certainly been on point throughout. And they hook up again for another big play.
So 3 plays already first and goal, and they are wasting little time. Now Jones. And the Buccaneers are going to be set up with a first and goal. He couldn't quite reach the chalk, but they'll have it at the 1-yard line. Second and goal from the 1. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. From a yard out as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. And all about timing there on that short slant, Charles.
Exactly right. That was timed up so well. The route, the throw, touchdown.
31.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25. There again is the running back as he trots onto the field. And there are the numbers. Got off to that torrid hot start. We thought he was in for maybe a career day. Not the case.
No doubt about it. It almost looks like a misprint after what we saw in the first half. But let's give a little bit of credit to the guys on our side of the ball. They went in at halftime, made a few adjustments. And you know what else? They didn't lose their confidence in their ability to play. Because a lot of times you get beat down in the first half, it gets ugly in the second half. They come out with a new resolve and a renewed determination.
2nd and 8 at the 27.
From the 27, Walker's got Hooper on the short connection. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
Austin Hooper. It's a gain of 7. Brings up 3rd and 1.
Operating from the gun. Walker. That's complete. And he will have the Patriots first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. 14 yards through the air. Caught the D off guard on 3rd and 1. On 1st and 10. Walker. And his throw is incomplete. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10.
It leads to 2nd and 10.
Here is Eckler, and he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
The tackle made.
That'll wind up going for a loss of 4. And it's going to be 3rd down and a ways to go here, 3rd and 14. Buccaneer pressure too much. Down he goes. Devin White in there to record another sack, and that is now 6 on the afternoon for this defensive unit.
That right now, that's a defeated team out there. I think you can see it totally in their body language.
Hands on hips, heads low. It's just been a struggle from the start.
Yeah, this team has been thoroughly beaten right from the word go.
Well, now only 35 here following a 43-yard boot, 8-yard return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Historically, this is such a tough, loud venue, but you can hear a pin drop right now. A lot of fans long gone, not used to seeing a lopsided score like this. And now a big play to start off this drive as the shot downfield is complete. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. An excellent gain, 35 yards.
No let up in this passing game. They've been a well-oiled machine throughout. And actually saw a few guys on the sidelines at the end of the 3rd quarter doing the old hold up 4 fingers college sign, meaning the 4th quarter is ours. And they certainly weren't kidding.
So the big play moves him all the way across midfield to the 40 now for 1st and 10. Off the play fake. Gregory. Throw left side complete. It's May. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. Looking to throw. Gregory. Boy, another big play late here for an offense, Charles. It certainly has had its fair share of big plays.
Coverage has been a problem all game long. And I would say that going along with that has been confidence. Because even if they had the right coverage, they've still dented them. And now it's been...
And he hauls it in for the Buccaneer touchdown.
Pass complete.
David Njoku there to make the
The
grab.
previous play is under review.
The kicker on for the point after.
It took them an extra look, but they found out it is a touchdown indeed. The official says this one counts.
Makes the score.
Extra point splits the uprights, and that will extend this big lead. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Taken in the end zone. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line.
Their own 25-yard line.
The Patriots ready to try again on offense. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
Well, you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a first down.
At the 35-yard line.
From the gun, Walker. And he's got this one complete to Callaway. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. 3 yards the gain there, second down.
At the 38-yard line.
Operating from the gun. Walker. Pass for Sutton is intercepted. It's Devin White, the linebacker. And they'll start with great field position at the 41-yard line.
At the 41-yard line.
Off play action. Gregory. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's May. And they're into the end zone, but it's not verified yet. Hold on, there is a flag down.
Holding. Offense.
So retract the yardage and retract the touchdown.
And retract the chunk play. Big strike there to get the touchdown. Now they've got to take it back and see if they've got another one still in their arsenal.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. They'll fight for the football, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 34. Their passing game has been spectacular this afternoon. Finally, a win for the defense.
You think maybe there was an adjustment there. Finally gained a measure of, I don't even know if you call it revenge, but got a play done against him, and that's been difficult for them all game long.
They'll throw left side to start out. That's complete. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards. From the gun, Walker. And down he goes. A Buccaneer sack.
And sack.
For a rookie first-rounder, he's made a huge impact on this defense, but that tells me that they had a plan for him when they drafted him. Just turn him loose, do what you do best, go get the quarterback.
Oh, here he lost the football.
The quarterback sack.
Second time in this game, Charles, the ball has squirted out from his hands. Luckily, his teammate was there to pounce on it.
You're right. Got the lucky bounce, able to retain possession. You know, we often talk about the combine and why do we measure quarterbacks' hands. Is that really a big deal? It's for situations like this. Do you have the hands big enough and strong enough to hold on to the football?
And I think he's going to go. They're not going to get him. 20. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Patriot touchdown. Marquez Callaway with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Patriots able to get this back to within at least some measure of respectability.
And that touchdown, well, it barely puts a dent in this lead. And Unfortunately, I'm having too many flashbacks right now. I remember getting beat down like this playing before.
Oh, yeah? College, high school?
College, not a heck of a lot of fun. I still remember playing and trying to tackle an elusive tailback who ended up scoring 4 touchdowns, 226 yards. He scored so many times and had so many great runs, I knew every note to their school's fight song.
Bet that ice bath felt extra cold afterwards.
Oh, no, there was no ice bath. You're just trying to get out of there before the reporters got to you.
And they make the score a little bit more respectable here in our final quarter of play. Just a 4-play drive that time. And it ends with a New England touchdown. Is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he'll be stopped up at the 25.
First and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Here comes the Tampa Bay offense now heading back out onto the field. The outcome of this one, well, we know who's going to win it. It's just all window dressing at this point. Got me thinking, what's the biggest blowout that you've been a part of as a player, broadcaster?
No, I'm not going to go to the player part because when I think blowout...
Because you won every game as a player.
No. I think about being blown out. And no one wants to go back to those memories. But, you know, when I was calling college football, I saw a game that, you know, a team put 70. I actually saw it happen twice. A team put 70 on their opponent. And in the NFL, in the 2017 season, I saw one of those changing of the guard games where a team that hadn't been very good before now was dominating and kicking around a team who had been ruling their division.
And that's when you earn your paycheck, right? As the analyst, you got to fill that time.
You've got to know what's going on out there and how it all happened.
Well, obviously, that begs the question, what game was it?
That was Seattle.
And give them another 6. It's caught for a touchdown, and the blowout continues. Looking like they're well on their way to a 2-0 start. All smiles right now on that sideline, isn't it?
The kicker on for the point after.
They had to go to the monitor, get an extra look. That's what the technology is for, and this touchdown will count. Point after, right down the middle, and the lead will swell by 1 more. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Fielded in the end zone, and this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
Out comes the New England offense to see what they can do this time. And they will simply, Charles, be looking to duplicate what they did last drive when they were able to push it in for 6.
And they hope it'll be that easy, right? To be able to take exactly what happened before, replicate it. They may have to make a few additional changes along the way because I'm sure the defense will make some adjustments, but they've got to have great confidence having scored the last time out.
On the crossing route, complete. That's McDonald. A gain of 6 there on first.
With that impact, I fully expected the ball to pop free. I still remember an old defensive back friend of mine who used to say, guess what? Even if they catch the ball, make sure...
Oh, the Buccaneer pressure too much. Down he goes.
And sacked.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Now Walker throwing on 3rd and long. And this is going to be caught. He won the fight for the football. And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair. So the Patriots with a football as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. Walker now on 1st down. And McDonald here over the middle. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards. That catch good for only a couple.
2nd and 8. At the 40.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Walker And he's going to be swallowed up. Sacked back at the 45-yard line. Well, for last week's performance, which was so good, he was named NFC Defensive Player of the Week. He got a lot of praise, and understandably so, from national media. Looking pretty good on that play, too.
And I love what he told us this week before the game. He talked about how much time they spend working on pass rush.
And he's across for the touchdown. Too little, too late. But he does get in for 6.
No wonder you're grinning. You just beat me in our fantasy league.
Indeed I did, my good man.
And yeah, that touchdown counts for their team, but I think it counts more for the fantasy guys, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's just something maybe positive to look at on film, but this one's over, let's be honest.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. And Tampa Bay trots out there now. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. Off the play fake. Gregory. Left side complete. It's May. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. That one goes for 30 yards. What a game it's been for this duo.
They remind me of a good comedy team. They know how to play off of each other so well. No matter how one riffs, the other's right there to pick them up, and they are shredding them in this ball game.
So the big play moves them all the way across midfield. It's 1st and 10 from the 45. Off play action. Gregory. Oh, he's able to out-muscle him here as he pulls it in. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. Another first down there as this one goes for 25. And the defense has it covered. It's intercepted. Picked off at the 11. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Well, they're not making it easy on themselves here down the stretch. 2 picks now in the 4th quarter trying to hang on to that lead.
Talk about keeping someone in the game. Instead of being able to shut the door, it's still cracked open because they can come back on you now. The only people really happy about those picks, any fantasy team that has this defense.
Brings up
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. Operating from the gun. Walker got a man open. It's Sutton. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. Charles, you get into these overtime situations, that's not a bad guy to dial into.
Well, when you have to have plays, especially in a spot as you just described, we're in OT, you've got to go to the guys you can trust and you know are going to make the plays. What they say, it's not the X's and the O's, it's the Jimmys